on to our next story. So this one is all about the alleged beef between Ariana Madix and Lisa Vanderpump. And this is another reason why you can't always believe what you hear, what you read, what you see, all of that stuff, okay? Now, this is the thing. Like I've always said, when you hear something on TikTok, on YouTube, my channel, somebody else's channel, Reality Blur, Page Six, Radar Online, don't just always believe it just because somebody says it. Just because it's printed, just because it's on TikTok doesn't mean it's true. Now, let's get into this. Now, this was what the Bravo mom said on her TikTok, okay? And then not just her, but a lot of people said this. Oh, Ariana unfollowed Lisa Vanderpump. So did Lala Kent. They unfollowed each other, because Ariana's pissed at LVP for supporting Tom. Something went down at Vanderpump Dogs, blah, 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 blah. Now, let's watch what she said. But this is no shade to the Bravo mom. I actually think she's really cool and she's doing the damn thing. Shout out to her. Go give her a follow on TikTok. But this is just a reminder not to always believe what you hear, okay? So let's get into it.
So apparently Lala and Ariana went to an event last night at SUR. It was like a Vanderpump event or something. And as of today, Lala and Ariana are no longer following Lisa on social media. This is not good. This is not good at all.
Okay, so you might hear that and think, oh, the ladies are fighting. The ladies are fighting. But according to Glamour magazine, which is pretty reputable, it says Ariana Madix denies feud rumors with Lisa Vanderpump following explosive Vanderpump Rules finale. Okay, so we all know what happened with the situation. During the episode, Ariana Madix made it clear that she has no interest in having mutual friends with Sandoval, but later said Lisa Vanderpump might be the one exception to the rule during her post-episode appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Watch What Happens Live. I love Lisa so dearly, she said. I mean, she was a little nice to Tom Sandoval in the episode, but I understand where she's coming from. Still, fans believe there might be tension between the pair after a drama Instagram account shared a screenshot proving Madix doesn't follow Vanderpump on Instagram and claims she unfollowed the businesswoman. But Madix shut down the report, commenting, "Neither of us followed each other. I mean, would you really want your boss and mentor to watch your Instagram stories?" Still, Vanderpump does follow Sandoval as well as Katie Maloney and Sheena Shea. Well, Tom Sandoval, Katie Maloney, and Sheena Shea are also OGs. And they also have a very different relationship with Lisa Vanderpump than Ariana does. Ariana came on the show a couple of seasons in as Sheena Shea's friend and as the girl who Tom Sandoval was cheating on Kristen Doute with. So she didn't come on the show as an OG, and she has a very different relationship with Lisa Vanderpump. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think there really was this beef, this alleged beef going on, and Ariana unfollowed Lisa Vanderpump? Or are you like me? And I personally think it was fake news. I think that Ariana is telling the truth. I don't think that her and Lisa Vanderpump ever followed each other. And I also don't think Lala has any beef with Lisa Vanderpump. She went to Vanderpump Dogs. She tweeted. She was tagging. She showed out. She looked great. She wore this hot red dress. I think they're good. And this is another thing. I also don't think that regardless of how Ariana feels about Lisa Vanderpump and Tom Sandoval, I don't think Ariana wants to rock the boat and go against Lisa Vanderpump in any way. And I don't think Lala does either, because they want to keep their jobs. They want to be able to come back. Look what happened to Kristen Doute when she tried to step to it, and all that stuff. So I think this is fake news. I don't think that there's a feud. I don't think there's a beef. I don't think that there's this whole unfollowing thing going on. That's why you always have to, yes, watch and have a good key, but always put on your candy cane critical thinking hat and just think, does this make sense? What else could be true? What's the most logical thing going on here. And then, search for other stuff. Don't just read the headline. Don't just read a TikTok. Don't just listen to me. Think about it for ourselves and put on our candy cane critical thinking hats, So I don't think that that's true. I think that is a big fake news going around. I don't think there's any feud. I will say this PSA to Ariana, though, because, there's a lot she doesn't want to film. She doesn't want to talk to them, which I totally get. You're in your feelings. I totally get it. But don't get too big for your britches, Ariana. You're winning right now. You're in the New York Times. You're on The View. You're on ABC. You're booked and you're busy. You have your movies. And I hope you continue to grow and shine. But don't think that your 15 minutes is going to last forever unless you find a way to solidify yourself in that spot, that like it girl spot in a new way that's not going to get stale with Sandoval. I think we have another good 4 to 5 weeks of Sandoval to go with the reunion stuff, right? But after that, there's going to be another scandal. There's going to be a new thing. So don't get too big for your britches where you're like, and she says this, she's like, I'm not giving ultimatums. It's not up to me, but I don't want to film with them, even if it means leaving the show, all of that stuff. I personally would just make sure you still have Vanderpump Rules to go back to, just on the safer side. I'm not saying I want her 15 minutes up. I'm not saying I want her star to dim. Absolutely not. But I think it's always good to make sure you have that contingency plan, that plan B, to keep the momentum going, if that makes sense. It's like when Stassi left Vanderpump Rules because she thought she was this, that, and the third, and she went to New York with the guy Patrick because she thought she was bigger than the show and she was going to be this it girl. She got humbled real quick and came back to the show. So that's just my PSA to that. All right, you guys. So put it down below. Let me know what you think. Are you like me? And you're like, you know what? This is just a bunch of fake news. This is a nothing burger. There is no feud between the ladies. And just another PSA, always use your own mind with all of this stuff. Always use your own mind with all of it, okay? So with that, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right, and so next up, let's move on to our next story. So this one is all about allegedly Tom Sandoval's new